It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Is this Doctor Talk? Hello? Hello? Who's this?
Well, for the first time in a while now, at least it's not going to be me and Doctor Talk. That's for sure.
You would like me to start with Doctor Talk? You just said, because I just came from the doctor, Mark, and
I have no more doctors until November.
Wow, this will be the last segment for Doctor Talk. We have until November. I'm very excited. I just got back from the doctor, which is why I'm late for doing this podcast with you, and I apologize. But yeah, breaking news. I'm fine. So
good for you.
Except for my son.
What doctor did you go see? Your knee?
The upper and lower doctor from the ass and the stomach doctor that I saw.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I do have acid reflux, which I think we're going to chase. They're going to overdose me on omeprazole for a couple of months and see if that heals me. And then she said that, you know, the skin condition I have might be gluten related, might not be. They're going to blood test me, and if it's
you don't want to get into that gluten.
Hey, believe me, look. When I fasted for a couple days last month, my skin cleared up. So I have a funny feeling.
Oh no!
All the shit that I'm eating is killing me.
Have you ever tasted anything that was gluten?
Pretty much everything that I eat is
gluten-free. I mean, gluten-free. It sucks.
No, I never have, and I hope to never.
No, you don't.
So the doctor's idea was we might be able to chase this with Ozempic. And I said, my rule is if they advertise it on TV, I can't afford it. And the doctor laughed. And I laughed, and we laughed and had a good laugh. And the doctor said, actually, there's if we prescribe it for this reason, it'll be whatever your copay is. It'll cost you maybe $50 a month. And I'm like, oh, well, that I can do. I just don't want to be spending $400 a month. And you're saying that I could lose 30 pounds. And she's like, maybe.
Yeah, I would be real careful with that, though.
I
know people that have gone through that. It's not good on your muscles.
I don't have any muscles, so this is perfect.
I know, but I mean, you're going to get weaker than you are.
Oh, weaker. Well,
you got to you're going to have to actually you're going to have to actually go to the gym and exercise just to stay where you're at.
Never going to go to a gym, but I will keep riding.
I know. I don't blame you.
My bike. So that's.
I don't go to the gym, but I go to the gym, but I don't really participate as much.
Never been to a gym.
I should.
Never been.
But
I used to do.
Sucks,
dude. When I was at Z106 in Sarasota back in the late '80s. Everybody else had too many endorsements, and they were looking around. They were like, hey, you want to do an endorsement for Gold's Gym? And I said, you're asking the skinny kid who's all of 125 pounds soaking wet to do an endorsement for Gold's Gym. And they were like, yeah, they don't get you go out and do a remote once a week. They pay you $300 and you get $300. So you'll make $600 a week doing endorsements for Gold's Gym. And I said, looks like that's for me. I will do your
You know what's funny though, in radio you can do that because there's no way in the world. Gold's Gym is like the epitome of gyms.
Yeah.
It's like where all the muscleheads go.
I don't think I ever went inside. I was always like outside, with like the tent and shit. So I never had to go. There is a picture of me sitting on the console in the control room at Z106 wearing a Gold's Gym shirt, doing the two thumbs. Guess who goes to Gold's Gym and has two thumbs? Right here.
I was going to say, do they even make them in size medium or small?
It was pretty big on me.
The T-shirts.
It was very big on me.
Those guys have their arms are the size of my thighs.
When we were in Macon, I also did an endorsement for OptiWorld. Do you remember OptiWorld?
Yes, I do remember OptiWorld. And they went to you instead of me, and I'm the one that was blind?
They went to, yeah, that's what I couldn't figure out. I was screaming at the salesperson. I'm like, I don't have glasses.
Mark does.
I'm 26 years old. I don't need glasses. But Mark over here has got a couple of Coke bottles. Use them. Well, they want you. I'm like, well, all right. So I had to go to OptiWorld, and I took the eye exam, and the doctor was like, well, you have perfect 20/20. You can see, you should be a pilot, is what he told me. And I was like, really? Funny you should say that. And I said, well, what do we do now? And he said, well, go pick out some frames, and we'll just put some clear lenses in there. And when you come by here to do your live appearances, just wear the fake glasses I'm going to make you.
Oh, my God.
Like, all right, I'll take your money.
I've been wearing glasses literally since before kindergarten, since kindergarten.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how many years. I mean, I've got 50. I've got over 60 years of glasses experience.
I would like to apologize for that, but the money was too good. I could not.
Well, I don't blame you, but I would have loved to have the free glasses, like cool glasses.
I tried to get them to do something with you. I really did. I said, can't we just do it with both of us? Because we're a team. We do a show together. You can get both of us out here. It'll be great. Well, no, we just want you. I'm like, so maybe it was because you sounded like you were from New Jersey. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, well, that's true. I did not sound like I was from Macon, that's for sure, or even close.
I don't think that's what it was.
Definitely. I've always sounded like I was definitely a Yankee. When I worked in Mississippi, the same thing too, man. You ain't from around here, are you? You're a Yankee.
There was another bullshit endorsement I did when I was at Star 95.7 in Tampa. Do you remember Body Solutions?
I do remember that name, yeah.
So it was like this. They would give you this bottle of this weight loss, liquid, and you would just put like.
That's right. I did it. Same one too.
You would drink two like bottle caps full of it every day, and you'd be dropping.
Yeah.
Weight. And that nobody wanted to do it at Star, and I was like doing part time and filling in weekends at Star, and the sales guy, who was a friend of mine because he used to work at my TV station, he just said, hey, do you want to do this? Nobody wants to do this. I'll give it to you. It was like $500 a month to do this, and they give you free. And I'm like, well, what is this? Is this bullshit? And he's like, everybody's doing it at every other station except for Star, so check it out. So I start taking it, and of course I'm not losing any weight, but man, I'm on the air doing all my endorsements, 5 of them a week, and just record them and put them in the computer and talking about how great bodies are. I
do remember that. Oh, yeah, you poured into a cap or something. You got to measure it out, and you just drink it. It's supposed to help you lose weight. That never worked.
No,
what worked for me, I did an endorsement for a Nutrisystem.
Yep.
And that worked, but kind of find out that had so much salt in it, was like eating people's body parts.
Is that what was wrong with that stuff?
Yes, it was like really dangerous to eat. I know. I went down to I think I went down to like 190 with that at one time.
No kidding.
And then I was getting really, really sickly, and they found out that it was like really bad for your gallbladder and stuff like that.
But did you make any money?
Although I think there's these places, I think they exist too. So I don't know. I could be making, this is for, what do they call that? They always, the people that on Facebook and Reels and all that, and what they always
influencers.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also,
I don't know nothing
by the way,
about nothing.
Body Solutions got into big trouble and got basically sued out of business for being kind of a scam. And but I never had to get back any of the money, so I don't care. Body Solutions did. Body Solutions made me gain weight in my wallet, and I.
Now, you ever get fired from endorsement?
No, never.
I have.
For what?
A recent endorsement, matter of fact, my last job, I got fired from an endorsement.
What the hell did you do? You'd be some kind of a dumbass.
I'm going to tell you. This is. I'm not going to say which company, but it was one of those. I don't know what you call them. I guess online gaming.
Yeah. Okay.
Or whatever, where you could bet on anything. Like you could bet if the quarterback is going to have a number 2 before he plays the game. Like you could bet on anything.
I just saw that Santos guy who used to be the Republican congressman in New York who went to prison for being a scammer. He got out, and he just got in trouble for betting on things that he would do on that same app. And he was winning a bunch of money because
that guy was something else, wasn't he? He gets out of
prison. He's still scamming.
I remember him. Yeah, he was a shameless.
Yes.
A liar.
Well, the guy got pardoned by Trump and then comes out of prison and starts using
and then
one
does
of those
something else
apps
gets himself put
that
back in.
will bet on what he's going to do next. And then he would just bet on it, and he would just go do it. That's. I know. What kind of a? How does he think? Well, I'll never get caught doing this. I mean, what are you thinking?
Oh. Well, I got mine because they were mad because I didn't sound enthused.
Oh.
And they could tell by not only the money not moving,
Yeah.
but the money they gave, the free money they gave me to bet.
Yeah.
But I refused to bet even with the free money.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You weren't even using the thing. Oh, gambling is...
No, I didn't want to do it. I wasn't even
against
vaguely
my
interested
addiction.
in it.
I know.
Well, no. It wasn't really against addiction. Here's the problem. I don't care about round ball or baseball.
Well, it's free money. So
when I was a kid, I liked baseball.
Just bet on anything.
And but I never really followed basketball. I played when I was a kid, but never really followed.
Somebody
it.
could have
But
helped you with
it was
that.
It was outside of football season, which I actually liked to watch and got a general idea of the game and wouldn't mind doing. And plus I didn't understand any terminologies.
Oh my God.
Parlays.
Just do you not have Google? Everyone has Google.
So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to read the script that they give me. And that was it. And they got mad. And they warned me like twice, and then they fired me.
Well, you can't say they didn't warn you. You got to be some kind
and
of...
they gave it to another guy at the radio. You know, we didn't have anybody on our radio
Yeah.
station, right? Because my midday person died, and they never replaced him. Right. So then we had Bob and Tom on in the morning, and they weren't here. So they gave it to one of the other guys from like the country station or whatever, and he did the commercials on my air shift.
That's a kick in the nuts right there. That's what that is.
It was like, my sales manager / GM, she goes, you know, I love you, but you're an idiot. Really hard to get along with when it comes to money. And I said, listen, I told you there's things I'm not going to do. Like she was mad because they wouldn't go to do strip club remotes.
I mean,
you know, and I don't even think we did. Did we even have strip club remotes?
No, they would never let us do those in Macon. No way. No.
See, I mean, and I don't remember. I never remember doing one in West Palm or anywhere else I've ever worked.
I think that's only
out,
fairly recently become socially acceptable to advertise. Or radio is now at the point where no one's listening anyway, so I'll just throw on.
We need money. Yeah.
Oh, you have
because
money?
I remember at one time they were day parted at night. Remember?
Yeah.
Anything risque was pushed to after 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
But now I hear condom commercials on in the morning.
Jesus. Well,
Trojan man.
Does it make you want to buy Trojans? Does it?
I don't. That ship's long sailed.
Well, Mark,
I'm not even sure if my guys even know where they're going, let alone swim.
Mark, with all this money and remote talk, I have breaking news. I got
breaking news.
I got cash from Odom yesterday in my account.
Oh, really?
Yes, it showed up Zelle.
G money. He hooked you up.
So
great.
So what is your cut again?
0.
What? 0? So I get to keep it all?
Yeah, I don't need any money. Yeah, how much is it?
It's like $300. It's like $300.
Oh, that's great. Good, man.
You don't want me to sell you some? I can put in the memo. How about I send you $100 and I put in the memo, it's for hookers and cocaine, and that way the government doesn't know where it actually came from.
That won't put off an alarm. I think you did it once before that way, didn't you?
Anytime I sell somebody money, that's usually what I put. Every time I go to my hairstylist and I get my hair done, and she's like this, conservative French Muslim lady, and I'm just like, I'm selling her the money. And what's this for? Hookers and cocaine. And then she gets it immediately and looks at it and she's like, oh my God, the government's going to come after me. They're not going to come after you. If they come after you, they're going to say, where do you get your hookers and cocaine? We are looking for more. So don't worry about that. Now you're in the club.
No, it's so funny because somebody asked me, I know who it was. I was talking to somebody and they were asking me if I wanted to. They had this thing that they got for their radio station, and that it automatically hooks up to your radio station and puts in commercials.
Oh.
That's designated things, and then you get a piece of the action. And I said, no, because right now I'm in a sweet spot where I don't have to pay any taxes. I don't have to do anything. And I want to leave it just where it is, man. If I start making money, I'm screwed.
Just ruin everything, too.
Well, and plus, people don't come to my station because I play commercial. They play because I don't play commercial.
Exactly. And they want to hear the classic rock. Mm-hmm. Which I assume is what you play.
Yes.
Let's go here. Where are you?
1958 to 2026.
I'm gonna send this to this 272 phone number here. Is that what I'm sending it to?
No. Oh, yeah, that's the last. Not yeah. With the okay, I thought you meant the first street.
No.
You're talking not talking about the area code. You're talking about the first.
Yeah, the first three. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Review. I'm putting hookers and cocaine in here right now.
Of course you are.
Hookers and. I spelled cocaine wrong and it auto-corrected me. Look at that. Phone knows all. There you go, Mark.
Oh, yeah. My bank's going to have fun with this. You know, I got to turn this stuff in.
Hookers and cocaine. All right. Well, you enjoy your hookers and cocaine. Smarty pants. That's fairly classic me, wouldn't you say?
Oh, speaking about government, I have something to share with you.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about the government. Not here. No.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, we're back. They finally passed the law, and they've been talking about this for a while, ever since I lived up here. And I've been up in this state now for 11 and a half years. Mm-hmm. And they've been talking about this, and they finally passed it. And as of the end of this month, it's officially a law.
Okay.
And what it's going to do, you're going to laugh at this, is they're going to remove the inspection sticker.
Oh, what? You guys are still doing that?
Yes. And then you ready for this? In some parishes, not the one I'm in, but in some parishes, they actually still do the old boondoggle of, let's stick this thing in your tailpipe and see how much carbon you're putting out.
Let's see how much y'all are polluting up here. Get her done.
And of course, it's done by the guy that also sells the anti-carbon thing that you need to put in your tailpipe.
I'm sure.
So yeah,
I'm
so
sure
they're still
that's
doing
just
that
a
even.
Coincidence,
So.
Mark. I'm sure that's
now the funny part about it is they got the inspection sticker declined in that area, even in those parishes. But you still have to get your tailpipe probed. But here's the weird part.
I just got my tailpipe.
You know what
probed. We just talked about that in the last segment. It was fine.
Yeah.
There was no sticker.
The state was the one that told you about. They just sent me a bill for having a hybrid car, and then it told me I had to pay for the taxes that I did not pay at the gas pump.
Oh,
now,
yeah, dude, I pay $104 more a year for my license plate because I have an electric car.
And now they're going to put instead of where your inspection sticker would go. Yeah. This is odd. Now you're going to get a kick out of this. They're going to put a QR code.
Oh. Okay.
On your car.
For what?
It's a proposed QR code system, and now everyone's concerned about it because they're saying it's just going to have the VIN number on it. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, just underneath where the sticker goes, you can actually see the VIN number.
Yeah, but a lot of people cover that up.
Yeah, so they're saying it's just for that.
They're trying.
But then
other
people are
to make
saying
it easier to track stolen cars.
I'll go for that as long as it lowers the car insurance.
It's not. But it's not going to lower anything. It's not going.
Do you think it's going to end up being more of the same crap though, where they're going to be watching everything your car does? Not that I go anywhere or do anything.
If you have a phone, they're already doing that.
That's true. Your phone knows where
your phone knows. The phone's listening to us right now. Knows all about your hookers and cocaine problem too.
As a matter of fact, when they come to arrest me, I say, "You know what I was talking? You know we were joking. You heard us both laughing."
Yeah, real funny. Tell it to the judge, boy. You ain't from around here, are you?
Off to the pea farm I go.
What is that? What is a pea farm?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's where you pick peas. I understand.
What?
It's what they used to do in the South.
I never heard that.
The pea farm, yeah.
You know, where do peas come from? Where do they grow peas? I've never seen a pea farm. I got to Google this.
They're pea pods.
Yep. Pea farm. EEA. Sweet pea farm. There it is right there. Pea farms grow popular crops like snap peas, snow peas, or field peas. They can be small urban plots or large agricultural fields. In Florida, local markets like Peas Creek Farm and Market in Bartow supply fresh. There are pea farms. How do I not know this? Oh, I know why. Because I don't eat vegetables. That's why. How would I know this?
Yeah, you don't really pay attention.
No,
to
I don't.
that has to do with
If
birds.
it's vegetable related, the last time I paid attention was 1987 when I worked at the grocery store.
Yeah, when you had to stock them.
Yeah, right. When I was working in the produce department. Ironically, me working in the produce department for all those years.
Oh, no, that's hilarious. Anybody could. How would I know?
Right. Yeah.
Is this good for you to do this? How would I know?
We've been having problems with everybody eating up the profits in the produce department. We figured we put you in here when we won't even test you. We know you're not eating nothing. And that's true. We were having cherry tomato fights in the back, though. We would do that.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Did I never tell you? Oh, yeah, I thought we were both fired one day. Me and my manager were having one of our famous cherry tomato fights. And I don't want to say that he and I would work from like 4 in the morning until about 11:30 just to get everything all set up. And then the afternoon guy would come in. And before we cleaned everything up and threw it away, we would go get some lunch and we would sit in his car and smoke a joint. And then we'd go back into the grocery store a little bit high and we'd start throwing shit at each other. So one day we were having a cherry tomato.
That might have been why they were having trouble with people eating out the profits.
Could be.
If everyone's going to get high before they went to work.
People don't realize that there was marijuana in the 1980s, only it was very illegal, but no one cared. So long story short, we've been whipping cherry tomatoes at each other all day. And I'm getting ready to leave, and he's cleaning a bunch of romaine lettuce in the big sink. So he's got this sopping wet romaine lettuce. And I opened up the door and I said, "Hey, buddy, I'll see you tomorrow." And I whipped his cherry tomato and he hits him right square in the ear and just splatters all over the side of his hair and his ear. And he's just like, "You motherfucker." And he whips a big wet piece of cherry tomatoes at these metal swinging doors where I had been standing. And the thing hit right in the middle, and wet lettuce went all out into the store and all over this lady and her baby who were standing by the potato table. And
oh, no.
I go running around the bakery and I say, "Hey, dude, that lettuce just went all over some lady and her baby. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll see you tomorrow." He was so pissed at me. Did that stop our cherry tomato fights? No, it just made it worse.
No,
it made it worse. It made it way worse.
Do you have to have truce, or was it any given time, no matter where you were, you could be hit by a vegetable?
Eventually, we had a truce, but yeah, we just expected anybody who worked there you could be hit with an overripe cherry tomato at any time. Anytime, morning, noon, or night, it didn't matter. Even if you were coming in to go shopping, still fair game. And it was really fun working there. It really was. And it paid really well, too. Dude, back in 1987, how much do you think I was making an hour there?
Let me see, 1987. Yeah. Okay, so I was trying.
Minimum wage is like $3.85 an hour back then.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't that much. No. So I say maybe, what, are they giving you $5 an hour?
Oh, yeah, they were giving me $5. No, I had went and gotten a job at Cash and Carry because they hadn't given me a raise, and I'd asked for a raise, and they kept jerking me around. So I literally went over to Cash and Carry and got a job in their produce department. This is right after high school. And I went in to quit, and they said, "You can't quit." And I said, "Well, they're going to pay me, a lot more money over Cash and Carry." "How much more?" "Well, don't worry about that." "Well, we'll give you a raise." "No, it's too late for that." So then the big boss finds out that I'm leaving, drags me up to his office and shuts the door and says, "We can't have you leaving. What's it going to take to make you stay?" And I was so fucking pissed at them. I didn't care. And I'm like 18. I don't give a shit about anything. And I
know.
And I said, "You know what? I'd stay if you paid me $15 an hour. But other than that, I'm going to Cash and Carry." And he was like, "Okay, well, I can't give you an answer now, but take the weekend off. You know, I see you have the weekend off. Enjoy your weekend, and you and I will talk first thing on Monday morning. As soon as I come in, you come up here and find me. And I said, all right. So he makes his rounds on Monday morning, and I go wandering up there when I was good and ready to go talk to him. And he says, hey, come on in. Hope you had a great weekend. Shut the door. Sit down. So I sit down, and he said, so have you thought about anything? And I said, yeah. I mean, my offer still stands, I think is what I said. And he laughed, and I laughed, and it was uncomfortable. And he said, if I pay you $15 an hour, will that keep you here? And I said,
holy cow.
And I said, really? And he said,
that was bank,
he said,
man,
absolutely.
Back in 1980s.
He said, we have been neglecting giving you raises for too long, and I apologize, and I want to make it right. And if you'll stay, you got your $15 an hour. And I stood up and shook his hand and said, thank you, sir. I got to go back to work. I make way too much money to be goofing off. And he...
Were you in management at that point?
No, they did make me the assistant manager to get me that $15 an hour. My job didn't,
I was going to say, yeah,
because
that was definitely
it was the same
not...
job as I had before.
Yeah.
But, dude, 1987, I was making $15 an hour. I was cleaning
No, that was
up.
good money. No wonder you were piling so much money away in the 401k stock stuff.
All that money paid for my crappy Bowder College education for radio and television arts or whatever it was.
To my understanding, that the Brown Institute was a lot cheaper, and we should have went about a year earlier.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And Brown Institute actually had a name. You know, so people had heard of the Brown Institute.
Yeah.
You know, except there was an asterisk not affiliated with the actual Brown Institute. It would say on there, which is why they.
You know, it was funny. I went to go look for Bowder. Because they had on one of the cruises, they had a college night or something like that. We were on music cruises. So I said, I'm going to go get a Bowder t-shirt. So I've looked at it. Of course, it doesn't exist in Florida anymore.
Yeah, no.
But it was based out of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Atlanta, and it said permanently closed. Then I looked it up. Apparently 2020 killed what was left of that college. Mm-hmm. And they actually sold all their stuff. You know where Bowder College is now?
Yeah, right next to the Grape.
It's the Art Institute,
of course,
of Fort Lauderdale.
I thought that place went out of business, didn't it?
Did the Art Institute go out?
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean, at one time that was like the elite place to go.
Yeah, but they were like down where all the cruise ships were, though, in like downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this. I just Googled Bowder College. Here's your AI overview. It was associated with the National Education Center in Fort Lauderdale. It was a
NEC.
It was a for-profit institution at 4801 North Dixie Highway. The campus is permanently closed. Key information and transcript requests. As of 2026, former students seeking records from the closed Kaplan Career Institute or similar, including Bowder College, are directed to Kaplan's closed campus information. The history of the institution was associated with, quote, a party school reputation in the 1980s and faced legal challenges regarding promises made to students. Did it now? Party school, you say? I learned how to drink Jack Daniels at that school. I don't see how that has bad.
Well, you know what? I used to go. You know that what was that little bar that was literally in the same parking lot as the school, where you could just walk there and play darts or shoot pool and drink.
Get a beer at noon after being at school all morning.
The only person I really felt like, everybody that was teaching there, of course, were all former jocks that didn't hack it. But the lady that was the nicest person, you had good response from her too.
Marge was the best.
Marge, she was the bomb, man. She was that lady, man. If she liked you, you were going to get a job.
She loved me, and she got me 2 jobs.
She got me an internship up at WIRK in West Palm at the country station, and then got me my first full-time paid gig out there in Belle Glade at WBGF.
Yep.
But yeah, funny thing about it though, when I went to that school, you were probably age appropriate for that school, right? You're about the same age as everybody else.
I was like 19.
Okay, I was 29.
Yeah, I think I was 18.
I was 29 years old going to school at 17 and 18
Listen to
years
this.
old.
September 26, 2021. 4 former students of Bowder College have filed suit against the trade school, claiming school officials failed to deliver the educational goods they promised. The students said they want their money back and additional compensation because the college did not live up to its promise of good instructors and good job opportunities if they enrolled in Bowder's 2-year information systems program.
Yes.
I agree. Could
Did
I
you
get in on that lawsuit, please? Because I went on to make absolute dog shit money in radio for the rest of my life.
Oh, gosh, yeah. For most of my career.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, everything you went in there, when you went in there and messed with it, first of all, number one is, if you noticed, it was a turntable.
Yep.
And turntables were already long gone out of most radio stations.
I mean, my first station, my AM station had turntables. But yeah, you're right. There were 45s and records.
And then they had everything was outdated, really outdated. The old press. What was that? What was that press called? What was that machine called?
Oh, the UPI or the AP machine.
Yeah, the AP machine. Yeah, and all that stuff. And when I got to my first big radio station, none of that stuff existed.
Right.
Hardly any of that. But the other thing was, the people that were recruiting and getting you in there, they must have been on. I know now. I had no idea that college administrators or admissions, they work off of commission.
Right.
And man, I ended up. I don't know about you, but I ended up with a $12,000 note.
Yeah, mine was something like that. Yeah, but I had more than there. Just about that was sitting in my stock options. I was able to buy stock options from Albertsons with every paycheck.
Yeah.
And the couple 3 years I worked there, I somehow accrued just enough money to pay for that school. So
yeah, what I did was when I moved from Mississippi back to Florida, the sale on my house paid the loan off.
Oh, I was mostly pissed off because I didn't realize how much money I had that paid off that loan, because I could have bought a brand new Mustang GT with that for cash.
Oh,
I was so pissed.
Back then, yeah.
I was so pissed at myself. Yeah.
Cars were very reasonable back then.
Yeah, you could buy a new Mustang for $15,000, loaded with everything, top of the line, everything. $15,000.
Oh man. So kids, don't go to broadcasting.
Kids, just I would almost say just don't go to school. Unless school is your thing, and I just get a job and make friends. All of the good jobs I've ever gotten in my life were through my friends. Were through people I know. Every
make a good
single
contact.
good job I ever got. I've gotten jobs without friends before, but the best jobs I've ever had have been through someone I knew. So.
Yeah, it's honestly, everything worked out all the way through, and I would meet people, and then they would call for me later on when they needed something, and I had much better.
So you're
luck
telling
with
me
that.
you used to have friends, is what I'm hearing.
Well, I don't know. Radio friends are not really friends. You and I, we've gone past the radio friendship, but a lot of, and I have some other ones that are a little closer to me than the average, but mostly radio friends are just your radio friends.
Yeah, I don't hardly
friendship.
talk to anybody from. The only person I still talk to from Macon is Kim, the midday girl I hired, and every couple of years I'll talk to Nathan, the guy that hired us, but I haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know what's going on with him. But that's it. I
matter of fact,
haven't heard from Serena or any of those people up there.
I never talked from anybody in Macon at all, period.
No.
Nobody, except for you.
Not even Nathan?
That was it. No, I never talked to Nathan after I left.
Wow.
No, because he was gone before I was, actually.
Was he really?
He was the first one. I think he was the first one that ran.
No, he hired you.
I know he hired me, but I think Rick got rid of him first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was totally unbeknownst to me as well. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you're going to be the new program director. I'm like, the hell I am? I don't have time for that. Where's Nathan? Oh, well, we had to let Nathan go. Well, that was dumb. Get him back.
Nathan was, hey, listen, Nathan was an easy go person.
Yeah.
Got the job done. Did everything he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
was he gonna run the flag up the pole and be rah rah? No, but he was just Nathan.
He was fine. He was perfect for that station.
Yes. perfect for that station and that market. He got done things that we needed to get done. He knew how to talk to the record guys, and we got a lot of promotions off of them.
We are still friends on Facebook, me and Nathan. I'm looking right now. He is advertising sales representative at the Houston Home Journal in Warner Robins. And
so he's still working.
We have 4 mutual friends: Gina Suarez, Jim Fain, who was our sales manager. Gina's the record girl. Todd Holman, who I fired to hire you. And Jeff Davis. Do you remember Jeff Davis, the record guy?
I remember Jeff Davis.
Yes. Jeff's one of my favorite people, man. He's awesome. But no, Nathan apparently still alive. Yeah, he posted back on.
Was that his real last name, by the way?
No, his last name is Mathis.
Okay, I was going to say, because that was a great name, but I thought that was too radio-ish.
yeah. Nathan Hale is definitely not anybody's real name. I think that's a Revolutionary War guy, Nathan Hale.
Yes, Nathan was man. When Nathan he was a unique dude, man. But it was he just was so easy to work with.
Yeah, he
kind of let us do what we needed to do, and we made him money.
He protected us, is what he did. And then they fucked him over, and then he thought that it was me fucking him over, and I literally didn't know.
Oh,
I know. I felt so bad. Oh, I still feel bad.
Did you were able to straighten it out with him? Though,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it turns out I inadvertently screwed him over twice, because when I came back from Savannah, and remember I went to Savannah for 6 weeks? Yeah, well, when I came back from Savannah, I didn't talk to anybody at the station. I just went back to my apartment on Lake Tobosoffke in Macon, and they were still paying me in Savannah, and I had a non-compete, so I couldn't work anywhere. So I'm just collecting my checks, doing nothing, playing Duke Nukem till 6 a.m. And then I ran into Rick when I was going to vote, and he said, "Hey, I heard you were back in town." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Well, we're buying a bunch more stations, and we didn't want you to leave. The owner of the station is going to be in town next week. Why don't we all get together and have some lunch?" So we did, and the owner was like, "Yeah, I don't know why you ever left. Why don't you just come back and just run all of it, be the operations manager?" And I'm like, "Okay, I could do that." Well, it turns out they were talking to Nathan about that too. And I didn't know this until just a couple of years ago.
Oh, no.
He finally told me, literally like a couple of years ago when we were talking on the phone.
He probably felt like, man, he did me in twice as much as I protected that fool.
The person I hired screwed me over twice. And then 6 months later, after they hired me, I left and went back to Florida.
Oh.
I know. And then I was just like, oh my God, I am such an asshole. I didn't even know.
I'd like to know what I did to Rick to make him dislike me so much. I can't remember.
Rick didn't like any of us. He didn't like me either. What are you talking about? Didn't like you. He didn't like any of us. He wanted.
It seemed like he found a job for you,
dude.
Though.
Well, that's because Steven liked me. The owner of the station liked me. He was.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of screwed because Steven loved me. And
I never even had a chance to get to know Steven.
Steven was very quiet. He was very nice. His assistant was awesome. I mean, if there was, I would go over Rick's head a lot without him knowing, just because I needed to get something done. But I remember when they invented email, when they invented AOL, I had just gotten AOL like in, I don't know, like 93 or 94. And Steven had told me that he had AOL, and he gave me his email address. And I said, "Oh, I have an email address. Here's my email address." So just for fun, I typed him up and said, "Hey, Steven, just because I haven't talked to you in a while, here's what's been going on at the station." And I said, "Q106 is doing this." And I just literally gave him a little report about what we're doing at the station and how the new urban station was doing. And that was it. It wasn't anything special. I just haven't talked to you in a while. He wasn't a guy that you could like call and talk to, you know? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just sent him a quick little email. And then he calls me out of nowhere and says, "Hey, I can't tell you how excited I was to get your email. Could you do me a favor? Could you send me one of those, maybe once or twice a month? Just kind of let me know what's going on with you guys, because I never hear anything and it's hard for me to get down there." And I said, "Oh, absolutely." So I started typing him a quick little weekly report. So that's probably why he liked me, because I was his eyes and ears down here.
Yeah, because I think Rick, to me, he was just, I don't know, he looked shady to me.
He was shady.
So that's why
Rick had a whole
he was
trunk
shady.
of country CDs in the trunk of his Lincoln.
I know. You told me that.
We had that. We had that one book, and we were all just like sweating it hard, like for that spring book. And if we would have had any downturn, they would have flipped the station to country. And luckily, we went to like a 10 share solely because of our morning show. And that's probably why he didn't like you, because you were the one doing all the work on our morning show, making it good.
Oh, man. You ever talk to, what was his name? Kevin?
Kevin. Which one was Kevin?
Was his name Kevin? Who was the program director's name?
Oh, Kevin Coolin Fox.
Yeah.
I forgot about that guy. No, I haven't talked to him at all. I don't know where he is. Let's see where he is.
Yeah. He was actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
I still have my Tribe Called Quest CD that he gave me.
Kevin Coolin
Midnight Marauder.
Fox. Midday person on WUHT. That can't be right. Oh, this isn't right. Kevin Fox is best known for a man who was wrongly accused and arrested for the 2004 tragic murder of his 3-year-old daughter. That's a
God.
This is a white guy. This is not him.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, ooh, that scared me.
Now I was going to say, man, I got to take all that back now.
No. I don't know where he is. I don't see him. Do you remember his real last name? I don't remember his last name.
No. I just remember Kevin. Couldn't even remember what his radio name was.
Here he is, WUHT-PD, Kevin Coolin Fox, out. What year was this? June of 2006.
2006? So he's someplace.
Yeah, he was wherever WUHT is. Let's see where that was. WUHT was in, or is in, Birmingham. So he must have, oh, that's right. He did leave us to go to Birmingham.
Oh, that's a good jump for him.
Yeah, but apparently he got fired from there 20 years ago. It's the last thing I see of him. I hope he's not dead. He was a big guy. He was a real big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. This is not looking good. I don't see anything else from him other than
he
that.
gave me the Tribe, and he gave me the what was the name? Outcast.
He gave me Tupac.
Double CD.
He gave me the when the Tupac CD came out, he gave me that. I was like, what the hell is this? And he's like, you got to listen to this, man. So he gave me like the first Tupac. And I was like, whoa, I don't like rap music, but why do I like this? This is really good. That guy opened my eyes to rap music. He did. Because I used to hate rap music. And he showed me the light. If anybody could convert me, it was him. He was very persuasive.
Yeah.
He was a funny dude, too. I like that guy.
Yeah, I always try to get along good with the urban PDs that were in my market, because they had free passes to the Father's Day picnic, which had all the great funk bands that would play, like Rolls Royce and Atlantic Star.
Are you telling me that an urban station had a Father's Day picnic? Did anyone come?
Yes, I did.
You're a white guy.
I know. I literally look like a piece of rice in a bowl of chocolate. Though.
So you're telling me
I look so out of place.
You're telling me that black fathers actually came to this. Is what you're telling me.
Oh yeah, because they're old school, man. They play the old school
All right.
soul music, you know. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that shoots down my theory. I'm starting to worry that Kevin Coolin Fox might be dead, because there's no mention of him on the internet after 2006.
It could be. Honestly, it could be. Unfortunately,
it's terrible to think about, man. So many people.
30 years ago, and how old was he then?
He was a little older than us. He had, or maybe he was your age.
So he'd be in his upper 60s, maybe early 70s.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah, maybe. Oh God, let's not think about that. Let's take a break and come back with not dead thoughts. Can we do that?
Okay. Yeah.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Fort Lauderdale today and yesterday is one of the pages I follow.
Yeah.
And they posted this thing. It's from 1980. You can see that's funny that 1980 doesn't seem that long ago, yet the paper is so discolored. So so it's a photograph off of a newspaper, the Fort Lauderdale News Press, what it was called there. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, and in the wanted section. And let me see if this makes sense to you. You see if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. The first line is Maikai.
Maikai.
M-A-I-K-A-I.
That sounds like a Hawaiian name. No, I don't know what that is.
The Maikai. Oh, you didn't know what that was?
No, it does.
That was on Federal Highway. It was the big grass hut-looking
Dude,
place.
I only lived in
with
Fort
tiki
Lauderdale.
gods with fires.
I only lived in Fort Lauderdale for like 2 years. I don't remember any of that.
Oh, okay. Well, the Mai Kai was a place where they had Polynesian dancers and food.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember that.
And right, and then they would have these shows and stuff like that. And actually, somebody just bought it and then remade it again, and then it's back open again. But this is from 1980. It shows you the times that changed. This makes perfect sense to me, but it's just. But in today's society, it probably would make somebody cancel this place. But here's what it said: they're looking for serving girls. Okay. Must be extremely attractive and endowed.
Endowed
with a figure which will enhance our two-piece sarong costumes.
Jesus Christ.
Cocktail experience is necessary. Now, you ready for this? It gets better. Mm-hmm. Apply in a bikini Saturday, 3 p.m. sharp.
I mean, they know what they want. What's wrong with that?
That's exactly. My Kai restaurant, 3599 North Federal Highway, US 1, Fort Lauderdale.
This is the gig. Come with the goods. I don't have a problem with any of that.
I don't either, because of course that's what you want.
Right. Gig is a gig.
I mean, what do you serve? Now, granted, not all Pacific Islanders are thin little girls, but the ones that serve at the Mai Kai are. I just thought it was hilarious. I just started laughing. I go, man, this is when time was so much easier. You just said it. I remember when I used to have things like bar back and bartender available at Big Daddy's, and then no drunks allowed. Like, in other words, they know that you're going to be hammered, but they just don't want you showing up to work hammered.
Right.
You get hammered as the day goes on, and then you leave hammered.
Is it bad that now I'm worried about my daughter applying to work at a bar in Sarasota?
Oy vey.
She made a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. My daughter was a shot girl in South Beach, when she was 19, 20 years old, and used to bring home $600-700 a weekend.
Yeah, I know.
So it's money. But she also had to tolerate a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Mine doesn't tolerate that shit well. We'll see how that goes.
So
mine's got a mouth on it.
There's a lot of cat calling, a lot of dumb talk.
Yeah, mine's got a mouth on her, so I'm not too worried about her.
Good.
Still though.
But tell her to use a fake name.
Yeah. And here's the phone number to give out that goes to it's the rejection hotline. You give them this phone number. It's like, here's my phone number, honey. And then they call the number. Hey, you've reached the rejection hotline. Somebody gave you this number because they didn't want to reject you to your face. But this is their way of telling you.
Does that exist?
Yes. Yes, of course it exists.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give her that number. She's got to memorize
Absolutely.
it.
There's also there's a great Instagram page. I think it's called Dave Brings Bad News, and people hire this guy to call people and give them bad news. And he's like this like fat dude with greasy hair, and he's got a good microphone, and he does basically a podcast of him calling people to give them bad news, and they'll be like, Hey, this is Frank. I'm looking for Kevin. And they'll say, yeah, this is Kevin. Hey, Kevin, do you know Melania? He's like, yeah, sure. Melania's my girlfriend. Yeah, not anymore. She isn't, dude. This is Dave from Dave.
He records it?
Dave Brings Bad News, and that's my bad news I'm bringing you, man. She hired me.
He records those and plays it back?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I wrote that down. Dave Brings Bad News. I gotta look that up.
I think it's Dave. I follow him on Instagram. I'll send it to you when I find it. Yeah.
Or actually download one. Let's play one on the air.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I would totally be great at that. Oh my God, I should start when Erica brings bad news. That I should totally rip that off.
Yeah.
How great.
That is hilarious.
How great of a job would that be? Just calling and giving people bad. Hey, man, I am not here to hurt your feelings. I really want to, help you through this. But, yeah, she hired me. She literally paid me $300 because she couldn't do this herself. But I assure you this is real. And I'm sorry, buddy. We've all been through it, man. Is there anything you want to say? It's a whole thing. I'm dying to watch more episodes of this now.
That's hilarious. Oh my!
We need to
gosh,
figure out a way
that
to
is
hook up
hilarious.
phones to our podcast so we can start
Yes.
calling our friends and say, "Hey, it's Erica with Erica Brings Bad News." just make shit up.
It'd be good to catch up with some other people though, like your friend there, Eddie, and all those guys. And
Eddie just,
and stuff.
I'm
sure they got some great stories.
He just moved back to Florida.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got great stories, radio stories
Oh my
too.
God, Eddie is the best storyteller of anyone I know who's not Irish. Maybe Eddie is Irish. Eddie found out. I didn't know this. I shouldn't be airing Eddie's secrets, but no one listens to this. When we were working together years ago. This is after when he was on the Ron and Ron show, and we were working at the TV station that I still work at. And
Right.
he was all upset one day. I'm like, "What are you upset about?" And he's like, "Found out my parents aren't my parents." And I'm like, "What? You're adopted?" And he's like, "Yep." And I said, "From where? Tell me the story." He's like, "Turns out I'm Canadian." And I couldn't help myself. I was like, "Oh my God, you're a snow Mexican." I literally called him a snow Mexican. And I said, "Get out of my country, you son of a bitch."
So he's Mexican?
No, he's Canadian, snow Mexican.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing. It's just there's Mexican and there's snow Mexican. You never heard that before?
No, that's
Well,
funny.
Eddie's a snow Mexican secretly, but
Well, it's not. Well, it's not funny.
It
but,
is a little
I'm
funny.
Well, yeah, it's just a little funny.
Eddie would think it was funny if he were here right now.
I think it's funny too,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to make some more money.
I really tried to be sympathetic. I'm like, I couldn't stop. I was like, "Oh my God, you're Canadian. This makes so much sense. I bet you have a small dick too." It was just,
wow.
I wouldn't stop. The thought of him being Canadian was too much for me to handle.
Oh my gosh, that's
I
hilarious.
know. And I said, "Well, I mean,
That's
are all
hilarious.
of is all your paperwork in order? Do you have to worry about getting deported? You got a whole bunch of issues, man." Turns out Eddie is what they call an anchor baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's insane. He just found this out.
I know he found this out many years ago, but I believe we were working together when he found that out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He was
wow,
like
that's
he was
crazy,
still in his
though.
40s or something, but
But he was an adult though.
oh
when it
yeah,
happened, right?
well, adult.
And
No,
was it by accident?
no, he was. I think his parents told him he was adopted, or maybe his
wow,
sister was
that's
pissed at him and told him. I don't know. I don't remember the story.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw a lady on Facebook Reels that her and her husband gave each other like the whatever you call it, the swabbing thing.
Yeah.
Where you DNA thing,
yeah.
and for Christmas and sent it off. It came
Oh,
back,
no.
and the mother was the only child, and the father was the only child. So this lady has no aunts and uncles and no cousins.
Oh.
And one person shows up on her thing and says, "This is your first cousin." So they keep going on through this thing. The dad's dead, so she can't ask him. She asks the mom. The mom's like being real, like hard
Cagey.
nine, like putting
Yeah,
her foot down and
yeah.
not telling nothing, anything. And on it, come to find out later on is the father had some kind of accident and his swimmers weren't working very well. So she went out and got a donor, and then they just raised them. So both their daughters, her sister and her both had different donors, so they had all different.
Oh my God!
And they did, and the mother was like up near like 80 years old, not telling them anything until they finally pinpointed her down and said, "Hey, listen, we're gonna have to tell." And then she finally came clean and said what it was.
Wow.
And it's like, man, oh man, and it was a hard line too. She goes, "I don't know anything you're talking about," and then slammed the phone down on. They had to go to the house and make her talk. It's like, man, oh man, those old people, when they lock down, man, they're locked
That's
down.
way worse than what I do to my kid. I was screwing with my kid's head last week. It was her birthday, so it was me and my ex and my daughter went to dinner on her birthday, and we were talking about genealogy, and my sister did 23andMe, and I said, we found out that we're basically Scottish and German Austrian, and Michelle said, "Yeah, me too. We're Northern UK and German Austrian," and I said, "Dana, this explains a lot about you. And I said, you ever notice your mom has blonde hair and blue eyes, and I have blonde hair and blue eyes? We are probably distantly related cousins, which explains why you're retarded.
Oh, no.
And she's like, what? And I'm like, I can't prove it, but I suspect your mom and I are distant cousins, which makes you retarded, which makes you your own cousin. She's like looking at me like, are you serious? And I'm like, no.
No.
It's possible.
What a birthday present.
Oh, I do have a tragic one I just thought of. My next door neighbor, who I grew up with when we were kids in Pennsylvania, Renee. I won't say her name, but it's Renee. Renee always she had older brothers and sisters who were, a bit older than she was, and they all hated her. They were mean to her. They wanted to do with her. Even after everybody was older and grown up, her brothers and sisters they were just dicks to her. And she stuck around and took care of her mom. And then her mom died, many years ago. But her dad lived like another 20, 25 years in the same house that we all grew up in. So she was going out there to take care of her dad all day, because that's her dad. That's what you do. She was, doing it because her siblings weren't doing shit to help out, their dad. It was just her taking care of her dad. And then he dies, and the siblings all show up, and now they want money because they had the house to sell and he had money. They're like, where's my money? And he left everything to Renee. And Renee's just like, well, fuck you. There is no money, and whatever's left is mine. I'm the one who took care of him. None of you guys did shit for him the last 20 years of his life. You ignored him. So he left me everything, and screw all of you. And they were like, oh, figures. The adopted kid gets to keep all the money. And she's like, do what now? Yeah, you were adopted. Oh. Dad never told you? And they're like, and she was like, no. So she, I guess, hired a company to find out, the whole back trace everything. Found her family up in Cleveland. And they were all very nice, and now she goes to family reunions with these people that she doesn't know up in Cleveland, who was her actual father.
Now, did the kids? I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to say, did the kids try to take that to court and get them the $200 that was left over?
I don't think so. No, I don't think anything ever really huge came out of that. But she found her real family though, and she said, and they're all super nice.
That is kind of cool.
And I'm like, they're all super nice.
Yeah.
Man, should have been with those guys in Cleveland all the time, except you would have had to be in Cleveland, and that's not really worth it. It's not worth it at all.
You're better off in Pennsylvania.
Better off with these assholes
Cleveland.
in Pennsylvania. Oh my God, there's just so much drama out there. And the only drama we ever had in my family was when my grandmother died in 1998. I'm reading the obituary, and the obituary says that Ms. Ida Mary Habedank is survived by 3 loving children and 11 grandchildren and however many great-grandchildren. And I looked at my dad, and I said, hey, newspaper's wrong. It says there's 11 grandkids. There's only 10 of us. We know how many cousins there are. There's literally 10 of us. And my sister looks at me, and she says, you never told anybody, huh? And my dad said, well, it just never really came up. I'm like, what never came up? And how does my sister know and I don't know? What are you holding out? And I go get a couple of my other cousins. I'm like, do you see, what the hell is this number 11? And they're like, I don't know. We thought that was just a mistake. I'm like, apparently there's a number 11. Come over here and talk to my dad and my sister. So we're over there like, what? Grandma's dad, you can tell us everything now. And it turns out that there was this guy who lived in a trailer park that was literally 150 yards behind my house where I lived. And his dad was my dad's brother's kid that he knocked up some girl in like 1955 when they were in high school. And she shows up on Christmas morning with my uncle's baby. And my grandfather just said, oh, no, we're not doing that. Don is 17. Here's money, go away, don't ever come back here. That was a scandal back then. You don't want that. So I guess my grandfather just paid her to go away. We never heard. And just out of sheer fucking coincidence, because my uncle lived like 40 minutes away from us out in a farm out near Ohio. And his kid was living in a trailer park, like in my backyard, basically, in like right behind my house. And we would get mail for him once in a while and say, Mom, who's this mail for this other who's this other Habedank living here? Who's sending us they sent that. It's just a mistake. Just throw that away. It was for him because he lived like on the same road as us, but had a different address.
Oh, no.
We had no idea until like 1998. And then this fucking guy lived right by us. What are the odds of that happening?
Was he still alive?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he was only what? And 57. What would that have made him? That would have made him like 50.
Oh, he's just 2 years older than I am. Yeah.
I mean, it's just that's about the biggest scandal that we had in my family, which
Wow.
was quite amusing, I must say.
Yeah.
Except for a couple of years ago, I was on the phone with my cousins in Pennsylvania at Thanksgiving, because we always call each other, FaceTime each other on Thanksgiving just to say hi, and everybody's at my cousin Mary's house, and they're we're all passing the phone around laughing, and my 88-year-old aunt says, "Oh, did you tell Erica about the other news?" And then they're all like, "Oh, God, no, we forgot." I'm like, "What other news? What the hell are you all talking about?" And they're all laughing because they've been drinking because it's Thanksgiving. And they're like, "We have another cousin." And I'm like, "There's 12 of us?" This is literally a couple of years ago this happened. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's 12 of us." Well, apparently Uncle Don has another one that they found living out in California, who found him, just a couple of years before he died. They found him living in some old folks home in Tennessee, and came all the way from California to go meet him. And they kind of struck up a friendship because it was kind of nice, and everybody was all getting along. And I'm just kind of shocked. I'm like, "Oh my God, he has another. How many Habedanks are there?" And when I said Habedank, they were all falling on the floor laughing because I coined a new phrase.
That's a good one.
Habedank. You like that one? That's a good one.
You'll get a full one.
I got that's copyright me. So we're not sure how many Habedanks are out there. There's at least 2. There could be more because my uncle, after he, I guess, knocked up all these girls, I guess my grandparents made him join the Navy when he was like 17.
Oh, there could be all over the place.
That's a great idea. I'm sure there's Habedanks in the Philippines and Australia.
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been everywhere, man.
That he was banging his way all across the Pacific Theater.
He must have been quite a stud muffin.
I tell you, that guy had a gleam in his eye, like he was up to something. He did. That's that hit. So they were the super religious Baptist side of the family that we didn't really associate with because, they're those people that make their entire identities all about Jesus and God and being born again and all that shit. So we didn't really hang out with them all that much. They were all very nice people, but we would see them at the 4th of July for a picnic and maybe a Christmas at Grandma's. But none of us would hang out too much. But I guess. My uncle's kind of like Cuba, the way I look at it. Like, everybody whines about, oh, Cuba's got communism keeping them repressed. Yeah, you know what Cuba needs? Communism, to keep them down and keep them repressed. Because all the men... You ever know anybody from Cuba who was sane? Anybody? Who was just like a sane, like, oh, I would trust you with my children kind of a person.
Yeah, I know a couple.
I've never met anybody from Cuba that I would trust with my kids. Nobody.
Now the women, no.
They're all nuts.
But I know a couple
and the guys are all arrogant, like, hey, yeah, what do I got to do to fuck you? Nice to meet you. That's how those guys all look at everybody. Well, my uncle would have done fine in Cuba, so that's why he needed to be repressed and put into the Navy, which in retrospect turns out was maybe the worst idea. Or maybe he got it out of his system. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we all suspect that there are more Habedanks in the Asian theater. Yeah.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye.
Erica and Mark.
Vote Habedank.
The phone call.
I'll see you later.